everyone, my name is Pachalin Jitanom. Today I'm going to tell you that why you should read a novel book. When I was a child, my reading skill was very poor and my teacher told me that I have to read more books. However, the problem is I don't like to read academic books because it's really hard to understand and it makes me fall asleep easily. So she advised me to start with a children's story and folk tale. After I followed her suggestion, my reading skill had been improving. And then I found that I was really enjoy reading this kind of book. After I attended high school, I realized that a children's story or folk tale is like a short story for me. So I changed to read a fiction. I read a lot of fiction, and one day my mom told me that she didn't appreciate the way I read the fiction. She said that fiction doesn't benefit anything to me, and it can't help me to pass the exam. She did many things to stop me from reading fiction. Even so out of my fiction series. At that time, I was very sad, and I tried to prove that fiction helped me a lot. Until I almost finished high school. Before graduating from high school, there was a national examination for all students over the country. In the exam, I found many questions that I can answer because of reading fiction. I told this to my mom, and I continued to read fiction. Reading fiction is not only entertaining, but it can teach you something about the world. So again, today I'm going to tell you that why you should read a novel book. First, reading fiction makes you entertain. According to Jill Brennan, fiction is capable of provoking many and very emotional responses. It can make you laugh out loud. It can make tears, or it can be edge of the sea terrifying. It can make you blush with embarrassment, and it can challenge your core belief. There is a world of emotion in every story, and you as the reader get to be part of it. Second, reading fiction can help you to relax and stress relief. There is something about stopping to focus on words arranged for our reading pressure that is instantly relaxing. Maybe it is staying still, something that doesn't seem to happen often enough. Maybe it's knowing that we are stepping into a secret world that we have to relax enough to enter. Reading fiction take your mind off your own problems, even for a few minutes, can have a therapeutic effect and be a timely circuit breaker. This is so effective that the National Health System in the United Kingdom has introduced a reading and your shame. The shame encourages mental health patients to read more as a part of their therapy for reducing stress and overcoming anxiety, depression, and social isolation. Third, reading fiction helps you emphasize and find yourself. According to Courtney's sister, reading fiction can provide many of those same self-improvement benefits, even while exploring other worlds through the story that exists only in the mind. In fact, the practice of using book, poetry, and author-written works as a form of therapy has helped humans for centuries. Fiction is a uniquely powerful way to understand author, tap into creativity, and exercise your brain. According to Joshua Fisher, empathy is one of the most needed quality for leaders and entrepreneurs. In 2013, an influential study published in Science found that reading literary fiction improved participants' results on tests that measure social perception and empathy. When we read story, we are free from peer judgment, and when responding to what happened to the invented characters, correspondingly, we tend to show more real emotion. This exhibit of emotion is not lost, but retained and slowly worked into our everyday life, making us increasingly genuine. Since our real emotions are clouded under peer pressures, we find ourselves not only discovering our true emotions when reading, but what and needed. When we read, the chain of social pressure are released, and we find ourselves looking at life in the perspective we've always believed to be true, but hide from ourselves and others. This helps us realize our most important priorities, including goals for success. Fourth, learn how to approach new obstacles. As a character, learn how to approach and overcome obstacles. They share that experience with us. So, when we face similar challenges in our life, we know how to rise above this challenge already. Taking a new and more effective approach to the obstacle found in our everyday life is powerful, inspiring by the famous work of Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. Many people change the way they perceive obstacles and the journey of life. A more notable quote from the book: "When we love, we always strive to become better than we are. And when we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too." And to sum up, reading fiction, specifically literary fictions, moves us in different directions. Unlike fiction involves more ideas, positive thinking, and emotions from the writer, tending to create a narrative with a few bounds. Mainstream fiction is more clearly structured, making it less beneficial because it's easier to concentrate, write the ups and downs of the plot, and follow the protagonist with each page flip. If you can learn to focus while reading literary fiction books, then your productivity will never be shared to social media, texting, and negativity. As for me, a great book should leave you with many experiences and slightly exhausted at the end. You live several lives while reading. This course is from Williams